The thing that I really like about TiE, and when I correlate back, I'm always very good at connecting the dots and connecting people. TiE is just a natural place for you to connect the dots, learn from others. I think with TiE, it keeps me learning every day. Every time I meet somebody in TiE, whether it's a board member, a TiE member, or somebody who just came to present, I feel I am learning something. And so I enjoy coming to TiE, especially in the last 3-4 years. I've been fortunate to collaborate with some of the other board members of TiE in a program called TAGS, which is an early investment program here in Seattle. All of these entrepreneurs, when they come and share their stories and their journey and why they are pursuing the vision, I think to a large extent it just kind of gets me going. And I think the most of all, in all the journeys that I've been on, it's the people that made all the difference. The ideas were good, some were not so good, some were early, some were perfect, but eventually the people was what I cherish the most. And when I look back, I wouldn't change a thing, because all the people I met is what made the difference in my life. See, I actually joined TiE a little later in my journey. I wasn't in the early 90s. I was younger and focused on other things in life. So I joined much later compared to the other TiE colleagues of mine in Seattle. The first part of my entrepreneurialism was finding a way to get on a plane to get to the US. That I think is the most entrepreneurial part of it, because I did not have an engineering degree, or I didn't go to the IITs or any of that. I knew what I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be an accountant. So I figured out a way to stitch together, did some fundraising with my family and friends, and got on a plane and got here. The formalized part of risk-taking in an entrepreneurial setting was in the early 90s, when I had an opportunity to be part of a team that was buying spectrum. And at that time, I didn't know much about buying spectrum, but I learned a lot about it. And eventually that company became what is now Sprint, the wireless company. So had a very early start in terms of how to start a company from scratch and grow it. After you've done it once, it seems like it becomes muscle memory. Then I tried a few other things that allowed me to expand into other areas. TiE fits in well with what I'm pursuing.